Sunday. Happy Sweet Walk Sunday, right? I once upon a time, I named Sunday Sweet Talk, right? Because I needed to talk to get myself to walk a certain way and live a different way. And I feel like my Freudian slip was appropriate because today is actually the International Day of Peace. This is the 42nd anniversary of the International Day of Peace. What is the International Day of Peace? If you don't know, you're about to get informed. So while we're all being educated, once upon a time in 1983, after the war in Kuwait, there was so much strife going on that the United Nations decided to create the International Day of Peace. And for many years, the third Thursday of September was the International Day of Peace. But as you can see, that is unwieldy and like who would know and who's keeping track. And the day changes every year when you are choosing the third Thursday. So, interestingly enough, on September 11, 2001, in New York City, the UN voted at 9 o'clock in the morning on the permanent date for the International Day of Peace. And they voted that the International Day of Peace should be September 21st. And 45 minutes later, what happened? The Twin Towers went down. I don't know if the two things are connected, and I'm not even here to speculate. But let me give you more information on why the International Day of Peace was created. Yes, it was on the heels of the war in Kuwait, but just like today, what caused the war in Kuwait? The unrest between Israel and Palestine. And you would think that by picking a day of the year to remind ourselves that there should be ceasefires, peace talks, agreements, new ways of walking, that in 24 years you would have dedicated time at least on that day, if not every day following that day, to make it a practice, right? I'm going to take this moment to connect the dots between what happens on an individual basis and what happens on a national or global basis. So I'm always inviting you to choose joy and pleasure so that you savor your life. And today, I'm inviting you to choose peace so that you can have access to joy and pleasure. So there is an understanding of what peace is within yourself, within your own life. That looks like, for example, if you don't agree with this video, do not be a keyboard warrior. No nasty comments. Choose peace for yourself, right? Choosing inner peace looks like aiming for understanding, right? And I'm not saying that we should not express our thoughts and opinions or our thoughts and our feelings. Throat chakra action, right? However, I am saying when you express your thoughts and feelings, take in consideration that you are talking to another human with thoughts and feelings, and they may have thoughts and feelings about what you're expressing. So there is a way to communicate that is respectful and kind. And now let's take it to the national level. So let's say each one of our lawmakers, right? the people in the UN, the people in the US Congress, the people in the US Senate, the people in the Oval Office are on an individual basis, on a regular basis, within themselves, within their families, within their friendships, practicing inner peace, right? When you're in the practice and in the walk of being a peaceful person, a kind person, then by extension, when you go to work, you're going to walk in that way. You will be a peaceful and a kind person. When you think about the laws that you are creating and agreeing upon with other lawmakers for people in your district, in your state, in your country, in your region, and you're talking to other lawmakers who are also responsible for the lives and policies of the people in their space, in their region, the talk is different, right? The agreements, the proposals are very different. So my call to action on the International Day of Peace is for you to choose peace within yourself, within your life. Practice it as a walk by not saying self-deprecating things, right? Don't say anything bad to yourself about yourself. Don't say anything bad to anyone else about themselves. When you express your opinion, take the time to choose whether or not it's worth the reaction of the person that you're talking to. And on that note, what you say, would it cause someone to react or respond? If you know that what's coming out of your mouth is going to cause someone to react, guess what I'm going to recommend? Don't say it. Or you could also take what you think people may react to and create a way where they could respond to it. So I'm setting an example now. There's so many ways I could talk about the International Day of Peace, especially in this political climate. And this is the way I'm choosing. So for people who are mentally stable and are in the walk of peace, in the habit of peace, or desire peace, they'll be able to listen to my words and respond, right? Those people who may be less mentally stable or are combative human beings. They want to argue with everyone. They will react to what I'm saying because they will find fault. They will look for ways to poke holes. And this is something for you to hear and really take in, because a lot of times, right, we take the time to carefully curate our words in hopes that our words will land for everyone the same way. Chakra, throat chakra stuff again. And the truth is, people are people, right? They have thoughts, feelings, and opinions. And it is what it is. Hey, John, it's been ages. So, on the International Day of Peace, I'm encouraging you to choose peace within so that you create more peace in your life and more peace in the world in general, right? Because the way you behave and the way you walk is an open invitation for people to walk the same with you. And like I said, I don't think too deeply about what I say because, hey, peace, dude. As far as curating what it is that I say, right? Because people will react because people are people. Hey, Rick, what's up? And so on this International Day of Peace, I'm inviting you to choose peace. I'm inviting you to walk differently. If you disagree with what I'm saying in this video, that's fine. You are welcome to do that respectfully in the comments, right? And if you choose to be disrespectful in the comments, there are consequences. We're seeing what the consequences are for our lawmakers, that they choose to do things that are not peaceful, right? And there are consequences. So choose your way of being. You always can choose your way of being. And it's so easy. It's very, very easy to choose peace. It's very, very easy to be kind. But it's very, very hard to do the other thing, right? Always looking for people to fight with. Everyone has thoughts. Everyone has opinions. And we all get to share this earth together. So what if we chose our form of expression wisely, right? In a way that would connect hearts and not polarize hearts. If we chose our way of being in the same way. That's what Sweet Walk Sunday is all about. And that's what I believe the International Day of Peace was aiming to create. So choose your walk differently today. And I guarantee you'll work towards savoring your life.